Now, I don't believe in love at first sight. I do not. I don't think there's such a thing. It's impossible to love anyone at first sight. It doesn't make any sense because love, when fully developed, takes time. However, having said that, I sort of felt when we first met, when we went down those stairs to have a beer, after about 15 minutes, I sensed there was something unusual happening. I think it was a little faster than she felt that way.
Well, one thing that really impressed me about him, we dated a couple of times, and after the third date, during that time he kissed me. And that was okay, it was a good kiss. But later on, I was in my dorm and the phone rang. It happened to be Bob, who had called me back after being away a half hour. He said, "Well, I think maybe you should gargle. I'm coming down with a sore throat." So I thought, well, that's a very interesting thing. Here he's considering my health, my well-being, and boys of that age, 21, weren't particularly interested in that kind of a subject. And that sort of made me feel what a good nurturer he was, that he could probably be a good parent. That was very important.
In my own mind, things moved along swiftly. So by the time we had 3 or 4 dates, I felt that this was more than just
we had actually a lot in common. We both came from families that were stable, were basically happily married. We had similar values. We had sort of similar goals. We both wanted to create a family.
Shared backgrounds and shared values and similar histories enable you to feel more comfortable with the other person. And one of the 4 roles of a spouse is to be a good friend, companion, and advisor. And you do that best when you know the other person and they know you. And particularly as time goes on, you develop that interest. Another role is lover. I believe while sex is absolutely essential, I don't think you can have a decent marriage without proper, successful, joyous sex. Nevertheless, it's no more in the total pie than 5 or 10%. But it's a very important 5. If you don't have it, the other 90 or 95% is not going to be there. Business partner in a business that will last a lifetime if there are children.
Lots of money comes and goes in a marriage relationship.
Lots of money. And the final one is a parent. Well, I'd say that marriage and love, and marriage and love are of course together, or practically close, they should be the same. I would define it as a combination of sex and friendship come together. That's love. Isabelle may have a different definition.
Well, I think
of it.
Sex and affection and an altered state of being. When you're in love, you're really in an altered state. I think marriage, you can stay in that altered state for part of the time, but when you experience love, I think you feel consciously a little different. It's an altered state of consciousness.
SoulPancake, subscribe!